Hello, friends. Recession is coming. Recession is coming. Did you hear me? A recession is coming. Ted, how can you say that? Are you crazy? You can't say a recession is coming. You could scare some people half to death. Yes, I can say it, and I can say it with confidence because a recession is always coming. I'm just telling you, we've been now since 2008. We've been on a continual huge climb. We're at 21.8 today. The S&D, the stock market is going like a freight train, and that's the problem. That's why a correction is overdue. And so, yeah, there's going to be a correction. Some people call it the bubble's going to pop. And I'll explain a little bit in my simplistic brain what that means. What effect does that have on me? None. I'm debt free. You guys know that have been following my channel. I paid off my house a year ago, a modest home. I've got one kid through college, and I'm cash flowing my other kid through college. I'll talk to you later today about I just bought a Toyota Highlander, talking to you about how that happened and how that transpired and why. Why have I decided to, stop driving the 86 Toyota pickup so much and move to a different car? We'll talk about that. So recession, here it is. It's coming. How can I say that with such confidence? Because this is what happens. We have bubbles that are formed. And when they talk about bubbles, what they're talking about is speculative lending. This is from my simple brain, from people that are smarter than me, books that I've read, vlogs and blogs that I've read or watched and read. So here you go. Simple. What happens is people speculate things are going to be more valuable than they are. And so the dot-com bubble, remember that? People were speculating it was going to be worth a certain amount, and it wasn't. So this is kind of a sick game of musical chairs. So what happens is people buy things, real estate, property, investments, or high-risk investments, you name it. It's very, not that complicated. And they speculate that it's going to be worth a certain amount. And when that doesn't happen, it creates these gaps, okay, bubbles, and it's ghost equity. It's not real. It never was real. And so what happens is when someone discovers that, and they lose confidence that they're ever going to be worth what they were supposed to be, they sit down, and everybody sits down, and the people left standing are caught in the bubble, and poof, it pops. And the people, it's a sick game of musical chairs, I told you that. So some people say they lost their shirt, or they end up upside down on a house, or they shouldn't have bought that big, huge gas hog SUV. And that's just, the reason they shouldn't have done all that is because then everything comes down back to where it should be. Everything right now is going like gangbusters, and everybody's thinking it's just going to continue and continue and continue. And it's not. It's not going to continue like that. So if you're the kind of person that you borrow a lot of money and you're investing in a lot of real estate, now's the time to sell. The sooner the better. Okay? Because you can't time the market. And while the market's hot, you sell. Even if you take a loss, if it climbs some more. Because once it drops and the bubble pops and the stock market drops, that's not the time to sell. That's the time when smart guys like Warren Buffett come in with their money, bags full of real money, not equity money, not phantom money, and they buy it all up. And they get richer. And the dumb, or the people left standing, get poor. And so that's the best way to explain it. And we're overdue. We've got a bunch, if you saw a graph, we've got a bunch of bubbles in there. A bunch of speculation going on. Also, you can tell a recession was coming because people are overpricing things. The housing market has gotten really out of control again. Here and in Canada. It's just out of control. It's insane how much houses are selling for right now. Not a good time to buy a house. It's not right now. I can say that with absolute confidence. I'd be stashing up cash right now and wait till after, whenever you're in the recession, then go buy a house. I wouldn't wait till everybody's now saying, "Oh, this house is worth it," you know. Our house is a very modest home, and what our home insurance says our house is worth is laughable. It's absolutely laughable because of the neighborhood we're in. It's just not worth that much money. And so it's really fun for them to speculate that our house is worth what they think it is. But if we just turned around and tried to sell our house tomorrow, I'm sorry, it would not sell for what we're insuring it for. Not by any means. And so anyway, yeah, recession is on its way. What does it mean for people like me that you pay cash for things, that you're not borrowing money to buy things in speculation? It means that you don't have anything to worry about. If you're the other type of person, you should be really, really freaked out by what's going on. It feels a lot like 2006, 2007 right now. Do you feel it? Do you feel what's going on? Do you feel that people are buying cars, brand new cars on leases and loans left and right? Money suckers. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. People are buying up properties, and yeah, I have a friend that just sold his house for $1.5 million. Whoever these people are, as soon as the market corrects itself, is that house going to be worth $1.5 million? No. It's going to drop down to probably $750,000. So he did the right thing. He sold the house now, and he moved to a cheaper home. The people that bought that house, they could end up in 2 years underwater on phantom equity. That's where the bubble is. It's not worth $1.5 million. It's probably worth $750,000 after when the recession hits. So what's going to happen is they're going to be then think, oh, the house is worth this. Now it's only worth $750,000. I told you, sad. And so if you're the type that follows like Mr. Money Mustache or David Ramsey or so forth, you're going to do well through a recession. To you, it won't change anything. You won't even know what happened. You'll see on NBC and the news, and they'll blame Trump when he has nothing to do with it. Has nothing to do with who's in the White House. It creates these recessions. Really doesn't. So there you go. It's coming. The market's overheated. There's a bunch of bubbles, and any one of them just gets a ripple, and they're going to pop. When they pop, everything's going to come back to sanity. And I hope you're one that's already sitting down. I'm already sitting down. I'm done with that. At my age, you shouldn't be speculating anymore. You should be doing the slow burn investing. Slow burn investing. You shouldn't be doing high risk or speculating. It's gambling, basically. It's dumb. And houses are not an asset. They're a liability. Cars are not an asset. They're a liability. Assets make you money. A house could be an asset if it's a rental property, but if you buy it in an overheated market and then there's a recession, the price is going to be corrected and you can end up underwater on the rental properties you bought. So the time to buy rental properties is stash up your money now. When the recession hits, then go in and buy rental properties. And then wait for it to climb again, because it will. Up and down, up and down, up and down. And so if you look at the graph and the recessions that we've had since the beginning of recessions, we're overdue for a correction, and it's coming. So there, hopefully some of you have put your mind at ease, and some of you have scared half to death. But how do I know recession's coming? Because a recession's always coming. Take care.